It got so quiet at 4 o'clock. I guess you guys are ready to get started. All right. Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. My name is Tanya Custer, and I am the director of the Interprofessional Academy of Educators. And it's my pleasure to welcome you to the 9th Annual Impact in Education Awards. On behalf of the Interim Vice Chancellor of Academic Affairs, we are thrilled to have you here today. These awards, established by the Office of the Vice Chancellor of Academic Affairs, are UNMC's highest honor for faculty educators. This afternoon, we're excited to celebrate 7 outstanding colleagues who have significantly influenced education at UNMC. Our awardees have shown exceptional dedication in teaching and innovation. Throughout today's ceremony, you will hear how they have developed creative teaching methods, mentored others, and contributed to educational literature to propel UNMC's educational mission forward. Achieving our educational goals requires the collective effort of many. Our award recipients, along with all educators at UNMC, have benefited from steadfast support from our campus leadership. With that in mind, I'm delighted to share our opening remarks in this video from our Interim Chancellor, Dr. Deli Davies.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's truly a joy to welcome all of you to our 9th Impact in Education Awards ceremony. Today, we have the privilege of honoring 7 extraordinary faculty members, individuals whose passion, dedication, and innovation in education leave a lasting impact on our students, our institutions, and the communities we serve. What makes these awards even more meaningful is that they come from you, their peers. To be nominated by colleagues who understand the depth of their impact is a powerful testament to the respect and admiration that exists within our UNMC community. It speaks to the spirit of collaboration that defines us and the way we lift each other up every day. So, I'd like to offer a special congratulations to our outstanding award recipients. Dr. Lias Daddy, Dr. Russell Bazalko, Dr. Anthony Grease, Dr. Annalisa McMillan, Dr. Joseph Sue, Dr. Kelly Gonzalez, and last but not least, Dr. Sean Grammer, who is our Vanner Educator Laureate. Thank you all for the incredible impact you've had on our students and your colleagues. Today is about honoring your hard work, your unwavering dedication, and the innovative approaches you bring to education. You are the reason our students thrive, feel supported, and are empowered to pursue their dreams. Please know how deeply valued and appreciated you all are, not just by our students, but by all of us who have had the privilege of working alongside you. Thank you for everything you do. I look forward to seeing the continued impact of your leadership in shaping the next generation of healthcare professionals.
A special thank you to Dr. Davies for those remarks. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the stage Dr. Jane Meza, Interim Vice Chancellor of Academic Affairs, to provide some educational highlights from the past year.
Thank you, Dr. Custer, and welcome everyone. First off, congratulations to all of our award recipients. Your dedication and excellence exemplifies what we strive for here at UNMC, and it enables us to be leaders in education. I'd also like to acknowledge those nominees who received honorable mentions. If you're here today, please stand so we can all join in applauding your outstanding contributions. They might be standing online, we'll see. We're deeply grateful for the excellent work you do. Before I begin my remarks, I want to thank Dr. Tanya Custer, who is the new director of the Interprofessional Academy of Educators. And I also want to thank the rest of the team, Dr. Annalisa McMillan, Dr. Jana Wardian, I know you're here somewhere, and Dr. Beth Beam for their support in facilitating these awards and this ceremony. Thank you to the many members of the award selection committee, and to Alexis Zagood, Gabby Jensen, and Liz Hussman, and the UNM Strategic Communications team for their help in organizing this event. I have just a few comments about some of our education highlights for UNMC. Our mission is to lead the world in transforming lives to create a healthy future for all individuals and communities through premier educational programs, innovative research, and extraordinary patient care. And what we're going to hear about today, and what we're highlighting today and celebrating, is our faculty who are excellent educators. But what we'll see as we learn more about their stories is we'll see how that education combines with research and patient care. Our faculty have grown quite a bit over the past few years here at UNMC, and I just wanted to highlight that because I don't think that's something we talk about that much. But over the past 6 years, we've grown 20%. So in 2019, we had about 1,600 faculty, and now we have over 1,900 faculty. And I think the reason why is because we continue to assess and grow and build, and we have wonderful people like we're celebrating today for our faculty to collaborate with. We've also grown the number of students at UNMC. We have a record 24 years of continuous growth. So every year we have had an increase in the number of students here at UNMC, and that's including, the pandemic years. So we're very proud of that fact, and we currently have about 4,700 students here at UNMC. And I love this quote because I think this is a lot about what we're talking about today. Excellence is an art won by training and habituation. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. And so we are honoring today people who have demonstrated excellence in education, and they've done it on purpose, and it's become a habit, and it's become a way of life for them. And I think that's very, very powerful. So we don't grow the number of students, we don't grow the number of faculty without thinking about our programs. And so the growth in students is directly related with the growth in new programs. And so I wanted to demonstrate to you some of the new programs that we have added over the past few years. And the reason we do that is because we're constantly thinking about our students. What do they need to be successful when they enter the workforce? And what will they need in the future? What does that workforce of the future look like? And so these new programs demonstrate the types of things that we're doing to be innovative and to provide new opportunities for students that will help them be successful in the workforce. Another big project that we've been working on is our education programs in Kearney. So on the left, you see the Health Science Education Complex. That is a collaboration between UNMC and UNK, primarily with the College of Allied Health and the College of Nursing, to provide educational programs in Kearney so that people who live in the region can be trained in the region and go back and work in the region. And it's been so successful that we've expanded, and we're building a new building that you can see on the right here. And that second facility will help us to expand even more. So we will be growing the number of students that we have in our allied health and nursing programs, and then expanding to medicine, pharmacy, and public health. And this is going to increase the number of students. We currently have about 350 students in Kearney, and this will increase that to about 700. So lots of really great things happening. We're here talking about IAE, and so I have to talk a little bit about some of the things that have been happening in the Interprofessional Academy of Educators. You've already met Dr. Tanya Custer. She's already been amazing in just a few months being our new director of IAE. And I also want to thank Dr. Brian Borner. He was the director for 6 years, did an absolutely amazing job and term limited out. And so also want to thank him for the great work and the growth that we saw in IAE under his leadership. One of the things that we have added is this highest honor in membership called Distinguished Educators. So that's something new that we've done this year. And we have 4 members in our first cohort of Distinguished Educators. They are Betsy Becker. Are you here, Betsy? Thank you. Nancy Cruson. I think I saw Nancy. There she is. Justin Mott. And Jeff Tallman. So congratulations to our first cohort of Distinguished Educators. And also, the Academy has exceeded 250 members. So we have an induction ceremony every year in the fall. And this fall, we got, our total numbers went up over 250. So I think that really speaks to how the Interprofessional Academy of Educators is really providing an opportunity for our faculty here on campus to work with others, to learn from others, and to continue to grow our skills as educators. And so with that, I am going to turn it back over to Dr. Custer.
Okay, so this is the part you've all been waiting for. Thank you, Dr. Mazur, for those remarks. It's inspiring to witness the outstanding work happening across campus. We will now begin with the awards ceremony. After I announce each winner's name, a leader from their respective college will come forward to the podium to share remarks about the recipient, followed by a photo opportunity. With that, let's begin with our first award. The Emerging Educator Award recognizes an emerging health science educator who demonstrates excellence, dedication, and perseverance in teaching and education early in their career. This year, the award goes to Dr. Leah Stoddy from the College of Allied Health Professions. Here to provide remarks is Dr. Kyle Meyer, Dean of the College of Allied Health Professions.
Thank you, Dr. Custer, and as I guess I'm the first one to speak, I would like to congratulate Dr. Custer, the first one to present, and all of the Impact in Education Award recipients today. I want to thank the IAE and its administrators, all the work that the IAE does to advance the education mission of UNMC. Appreciate that immensely and want to acknowledge your good work. It is my privilege to introduce the recipient of the Emerging Educator Award, Dr. Leah Stoddy. Dr. Stoddy received her Bachelor of Science degree from the University of Nebraska, Kearney, where I might add she competed in track and field and still holds the triple jump indoor record. She received her Doctor of Occupational Therapy from Creighton University and a Master of Health Professions Teaching and Technology from UNMC. She joined UNMC in April of 2020. I might ask you to recall back what was happening in April of 2020, but nonetheless was hired as one of the first faculty in what was then the new occupational therapy program in the College of Allied Health. As the academic fieldwork coordinator, she helped establish the program on the Kearney campus, where she continues to serve in the role of assistant professor, administering the fieldwork clinical education placements for students in each of the 3 years of the OT program. Her program director, Dr. Nancy Cruson, who was introduced earlier, noted that Dr. Stoddy consistently demonstrates and exemplifies the program's focus on learner-centered methods of teaching and learning, applying her knowledge in leadership, cognitive psychology, and digital portfolios to her teaching of the student mentorship, and contributes to the development of additional e-learning modules and components across the curriculum. Dr. Stoddy is active in both national and local professional organizations, including the Nebraska Occupational Therapy Association and the American Occupational Therapy Association. Dr. Stoddy has done an outstanding job in cultivating an environment where her students know they are valued and supported, all while completing a rigorous curriculum and rigorous fieldwork experiences. The result, as her nominators have noted, is that our OTD graduates have the skills and experience needed to successfully enter the practice of occupational therapy. We are grateful to have Dr. Leah Stoddy as a member of the College of Allied Health Professions faculty, and I invite you to join me in congratulating her as the recipient of the Emerging Educator Award.
Okay, on to our next award, which is the Excellence in Educational Service. This award recognizes a UNMC volunteer, emeritus, or adjunct faculty member who exemplifies the spirit of outstanding teaching and whose contributions are significantly and lasting in the advancement of healthcare learners, healthcare education, or healthcare professions. This year, we have 2 winners, and the recipients are Dr. Russell Bazalko from the College of Medicine, and Dr. Anthony Grease from the College of Medicine. And here to provide remarks for both winners is Dr. Bradley Burdigan, Dean of the College of Medicine.
Thank you. So I guess we will do this in alphabetical order and start with Dr. Bazalko. So it's a pleasure to actually introduce both of these individuals to you and congratulate them on their awards. So after completing his PhD in education at Capital University in Minneapolis, Dr. Bazalko joined UNMC in 2014 and is currently adjunct associate professor of pediatrics. Of particular relevance to his recognition today is that in 2017 he was named the founding director of the Children's Nebraska Office of Education, and 6 years later was named to his current position of the Director of Academics and Continuing Education at Children's Nebraska. Throughout his time at Children's, Dr. Bazalko has been an outstanding advocate for learners and currently leads an office with an annual budget of over $17 million that serves over 90 unique health professions who have training requirements that require training in pediatrics. He manages the operations, including onboarding and orientation of more than 2,500 learners annually. He also is responsible for continuing medical education and continuing nursing education programs at Children's. Over his years there, he has repeatedly demonstrated his commitments to excellence in education. He's developed unique training spaces, including 2 dedicated lounge spaces, 1 for students and residents, and a semi-private office working space for trainees and other researchers to accommodate their UNMC academic activities at Children's. His efforts to streamline the academic affiliation process with UNMC for visiting students has greatly improved their experience and consequently our ability to attract candidates for our residency and fellowship programs. In partnership with members of McGugan Library, the strategic development of a virtual library has equipped Children's and its affiliates with access to over 12,000 peer-reviewed journals. In addition to his administrative roles in education, Dr. Bazalko is personally involved in education and mentorship of trainees ranging from learners in various stages of training to healthcare workers across the state and region. One of those trainees, directly impacted by Dr. Bazalko, stated, quote, "Dr. Bazalko has been caring, insightful, and authentically engaged as a formal professor, mentor, and colleague. I've been honored to be the recipient of his passion and commitment to healthcare education." Another trainee notes, in addition to his professional accomplishments, Russ embodies the values of compassion and integrity that are central to the mission at Children's Nebraska and UNMC. And finally, to quote his nominator, "I can think of no better advocate and champion for the 1,000 trainees at Children's every year," unquote. And so on their behalf, Dr. Bazalko, thank you and congratulations on this very well-deserved recognition. All right, and now we move on to Dr. Grice. So a native of Minden, Nebraska, Dr. Grice is a graduate of UNL and the UNMC College of Medicine and our internal medicine residency training program. He subsequently went on to complete a dermatology residency at the University of Missouri and Mohs Surgery Fellowship at Dermatology Associates of Tallahassee, Florida. He returned to Omaha in 2005 and began his private practice of dermatology, and almost immediately became active in the teaching of medical students and residents at UNMC as a member of the volunteer faculty, first in internal medicine and then in the Department of Dermatology following its establishment in 2018. Prior to the establishment of the new curriculum, Dr. Grice played a major role in the didactic portion of the preclinical curriculum on skin and skin diseases. He'd often cancel his office practice to deliver lectures. He also developed a hand-on suturing experience for M1s in the anatomy course that continues to be popular to this day. In addition to his didactic teaching, Dr. Grice precepts UNMC medical and PA students, as well as internal medicine and dermatology residents in his office practice. Over the years, 100 or more learners have had the opportunity to do clinical rotations with Dr. Grice. In the summer of 2017, he created and initiated a structured clinical gap year program at his office practice for students interested in attending medical school or another health profession school. Of the 38 students who have completed the program, more than 80% have matriculated into health profession schools, including 11 UNMC medical students and 4 UNMC PA students. Dr. Grice is recognized as a gifted educator who makes learning fun through the use of analogy and storytelling. To quote one of his students, he treats everyone, students, staff, and patients, like family, fostering a supportive, welcoming environment. His office is always filled with laughter, and he brings joy to those around him. His fun-loving personality makes him a pleasure to work with, and his genuine care for everyone's well-being is palpable. Whether he's checking in on how you're doing, cracking a joke, or providing guidance, he always makes you feel valued. Dr. Grice invests in people not just professionally, but personally, and that is what makes him special. Dr. Grice, for your dedication and the difference you've made for many of our trainees over the last 20 years, thank you and congratulations on this award.
Okay, on to our next award, which is the Innovative Practices in Education Award. This award recognizes an individual or a team that demonstrates ingenuity, courage, and creativity in teaching, including innovations in the use of educational technology, experiential learning, adoption of simulation, and/or creative use of the classroom. And this person does just that. This year, the award goes to Dr. Annalisa McMillan from the College of Public Health. And here to provide remarks is Dr. Ali Khan, Dean of the College of Public Health.
Let me start by thanking IAE. I actually use you as a reference for when I'm trying to recruit people. That it's a really great resource, so a big fan. This is a person who, while a staff member, went out and got a PhD in 2020, I believe. Currently serves on faculty and teaches for us and teaches various technology and training courses for us. But going to impact, so when I came as dean 10 years ago, I was told that we will never get better grades in our online classes than we have in our in-person classes, because in person you have the direct interaction with individuals. Well, currently, 70% of our incoming students are online. They're online because of the work of Annalisa. Our online instructors get better teaching grades than our in-person instructors, which I love to poke them about, that they get to see them twice a week and they still don't get as good grades as our in-person people, again, due to Annalisa. And this is now the second semester in a row that our teaching scores have been higher than they have been previously. So we are for the last year, our teaching scores have been continuing to increase. So that gives you probably the best reflection with the increase in students and our metrics for teaching on what innovation can do for education. So we are very, very grateful for Annalisa. We're grateful for the opportunity to share Dr. McMillan with you because she's also, and you're also the distance learning coordinator for the university also. So we're glad to share her with you also. And let's congratulate her on how she has proven what we can do with this distance learning here in the university. So congratulations.
Okay, our next award is the Inspirational Mentor of Educators Award, and this award recognizes an individual who has mentored junior faculty or trainees in developing as health professions educators. This mentorship may take the form of individual mentoring or developing and implementing programs or resources targeted to improve health professions educators at the local, regional, or national level. This year, the award goes to Dr. Joseph Su from the College of Allied Health Professions. And here to make some remarks is Dr. Kyle Meyer.
I'm delighted to introduce the recipient of the Inspirational Mentor of Educators, Dr. Joseph Su. Dr. Su received his Bachelor of Science degree in Physical Therapy from Kaohsiung Medical University in Taiwan and his PhD in Motor Control and Learning from the University of Oregon. He joined UNMC in 2009 at the rank of Assistant Professor in the College of Public Health and later joined the College of Allied Health Professions in the Physical Therapy program in 2012, where he now holds the rank of Professor with tenure. In 2017, he was appointed as the Director of the Physical Therapy program's Global Health Opportunities Program, which offers students from around the world the opportunity to come to Omaha in the summer and learn about the profession of physical therapy in the United States. Dr. Su currently serves and resides in the role of President of the UNMC Faculty Senate. In 2016, he was part of a faculty group who submitted a grant to the NU System Science Collaboration Initiative to establish an educator-driven interest group using virtual reality to advance healthcare education and clinical practice. That group started with 10 members. It's now up to 40 members that share ideas and project updates. In 2024, Dr. Su and others received a $1.3 million 4-year training grant from the U.S. Economic Development Administration, the Omaha Virtual Reality Pipeline, which is a collaboration between UNMC, Unitech, UNO, and Metro Community College to train undergraduate and graduate students at these institutions to develop virtual reality technology and programs for medical education. The pipeline will also launch 3 VR startups for which these trainees will also serve in the workforce. Previous awards for Dr. Su include the 2020 Impact in Education for Research and Educational Scholar Award, the 2022 Distinguished Mentor Award from the Student Senate, and the 2022 Outstanding Faculty Member for Graduate Student Award from the Faculty Senate. Dr. Su is a tireless mentor who shares his knowledge and experience in the classroom setting as well as in the research lab and at local, national, and international conferences. College is thrilled to have Dr. Su as a member of our faculty, and I would like to invite you to join me in congratulating him as a recipient of the Inspirational Mentor of Educator Award.
Our next award is the Visionary Leadership and Education Award, and this award recognizes an individual who has demonstrated the ability to skillfully establish or administer an educational initiative or role at UNMC or nationally. This year, the award goes to Dr. Kelly Gonzalez from the College of Nursing, and here to provide remarks is Dr. Joachim Voss, Associate Dean for Academic Programs in the College of Nursing.
I bring greetings from Dr. Sharp McHenry. She's on fundraising tour, so I am the stand-in for her. So it is my honor to congratulate you. And Dr. Kelly Gonzalez is an associate professor at the College of Nursing in Omaha. and she's a trailblazer in graduate and undergraduate nursing education. She's a native of Iowa and came to the UNMC College of Nursing in 2011 and was promoted to associate professor in 2022. Dr. Gonzalez is a dedicated educator, innovator, and clinician, and her research and training efforts have made her a highly desirable faculty member around the country. Her dynamic teaching methods foster an engaging and inclusive learning environment that encourages critical thinking and the development of essential nursing skills. Her HRSA awarded workforce program implemented the Midwest Clinical Instruction Regional Network Academy that trained 250 preceptors and faculty in Iowa, Kansas, Missouri, and in Nebraska. This $4 million project highlighted her leadership in championing the most comprehensive needs assessment of clinical education landscape. The college is incredibly proud to congratulate Dr. Gonzalez for being the 2025 recipient of the Visionary Leadership in Education Award.
Okay, last but certainly not least, we have the Varner Educator Laureate Award, and this award recognizes an individual with sustained achievement in education who has significantly improved the UNMC learning environment through the provision of outstanding educational experiences. The award is sponsored by Dr. Gerald Varner and can only be awarded one time to the same individual. This year, our award winner is Dr. Sean Grammer from the College of Allied Health Professions.
I am very proud to introduce Gerald Varner. Dr. Varner is a dedicated friend of UNMC and has a lifelong passion for interprofessional education and has worked at the intersection of biology, medicine, and engineering. His career, spanning 60 years in the electrical engineering department at UNL, has been devoted to educating and training others. Specializing in bioengineering, his work is driven by a commitment to making a meaningful impact on people's lives. Dr. Varner's contributions to the health field as a bioengineer are extensive. He served as a consultant for the National Institutes of Health for 25 years and conducted research on the NIH campus in Bethesda, focusing on the electrical activity of the brain. Though active in research, his greatest passion has always been teaching. He has received numerous awards for excellence in education, including being named Outstanding Professor in Electrical Engineering twice. As the head undergraduate advisor in electrical engineering, he has played a pivotal role in guiding students toward their professional paths. Beyond his contributions as an educator and researcher, Dr. Varner's generosity continues to shape the future of medicine and engineering. In addition to funding this prestigious award, he also supports the Varner Professorship in Pancreatic Cancer and Global Health in the College of Medicine, currently held by Dr. Chandra Ari. Please join me in thanking and welcoming Dr. Varner to assist with presentation of the award.
I come to you today here with a sense of hope. Hope that I know the education provided by UNMC, by the faculty and the staff for the students is making a difference. Difference in a world that is ever changing. I tell my electrical engineering students that the problems we have solved in the past give us ideas and help in solving the present problems. But what is most important of all is the problems that will come in the future that we don't even know what they are now. These students and young people will need to extend their education to solve these problems, and they will be not easy problems. Today, we recognize individuals who have made a difference in educating their students. I congratulate you and thank you for making a difference in my life. There is an old saying that it takes a village to raise a child. I jokingly say it takes 2 or more villages to take care of me. And if you don't believe that, okay, you can check with my daughter, who is out in the audience here. Anyway, we are all part of a large, extended village. And working together, we can make a difference. And with that fact, I come to you today with a sense of hope. Dr. Gramer is, and reading his bio here, is an individual which I definitely want to get acquainted with. Was mentioned that my passion is teaching. If you'll permit me, I can just read here very brief. His approach to education is rooted in innovation, creativity, and a student-first philosophy, whether through implementing new teaching methodologies, integrating emergent technology, or fostering a culture of collaboration. Dr. Gramer continually seeks ways to improve education. I could not have characterized my comments and my career much better than by those comments. Dr. Gramer.
Dr. Varner, it's always good to see you. Welcome back.
Yes,
it's nice
thank
to see you.
My friends.
I'll add a few little substance to Dr. Varner's very nice remarks about Dr. Gramer. A self-proclaimed lifelong learner, Dr. Gramer holds a Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science and Physiology from Iowa State University, a Master of Science in Physician Assistant Studies from Des Moines University, a Doctor of Medical Science with a Physician Assistant Education Specialization from the University of Lynchburg, a Master of Science in Biostatistics from UNMC, and if that weren't enough, he's currently enrolled in a Business Analytics Master's program at UNL, expecting to graduate in May of 26. He was named in 2022 as the Des Moines University College of Health Sciences Alumnus of the Year. Dr. Gramer joined UNMC in 2018 as an associate professor in the College of Allied Health Professions Physician Assistant Program. That program is currently ranked in the top 20 programs nationally by U.S. News and World Report. He was named program director in 2019, and in 2020 was named the chair of the college's Department of Medical Sciences. As one of his many contributions to education for PA students, he has developed a series of clinical reasoning modules using advanced interactive technology to provide students with invaluable tools to navigate complex cases with precision and insight. Incorporation of these modules into the curriculum has been transformative, enabling students to refine their analytical abilities in a format that mirrors actual clinical encounters. He is dedicated to creating a learning environment that nurtures both scholastic achievement and individual wellness. His revisions to the program's curriculum schedule and structure have led to reduced student stress levels, increased student readiness, and a healthier school life balance. Under his leadership, the program established the PA Student Wellness Committee to engage student leaders with faculty with the goal of advancing communication and working with students to enhance the learning experience. His empathetic servant leadership has been an integral factor in the ongoing success of our PA students. He's also played a transformational role in curriculum development through his leadership in the design and implementation of the Doctor of Medical Science degree, a new post-professional degree for physician assistants with a focus on clinical mastery and professional development. He's nationally recognized as an appointed member of the Physician Assistant Education Association Doctoral Degree Membership Task Force and is now serving his second consecutive term as a nationally elected director at large for the Physician Assistant Education Board. College of Allied Health Professions is grateful to have Dr. Sean Grammer as a member of our faculty, and I invite you to join me in congratulating him as the recipient of this year's Varner Educator Laureate Award.
Dr. Grammer, do you want to give a few remarks before you leave?
I'll keep mine short because I don't. When I have to give a speech, I'm not really excited about that. But I do want to say thank you for the award. I'm still a little shocked that I am receiving this award. When I got here in 2018, I never would have imagined that I would be given this honor, but I am very appreciative of that. I want to thank Dean Meyer. His mentorship along the way has been instrumental in the growth I've had here at UNMC. I want to thank all my administration at College of Allied Health, the Executive Council, many who are in attendance today. Thank the PA program faculty and staff who are a great team. I appreciate working with everybody. I definitely want to especially thank the students. This award wouldn't be even possible without the students. I was nominated by a student who is here today, and it means a lot to me. It makes the award more special. And lastly, I want to thank my family. They're here with me today. I work hard for them. Sorry. And I'm glad that they're here. I think I'll end now. Thank you again for the award. UNMC is the best place to work. It's by far the best job I've had. And I'm very grateful to be recognized for this. Thank you.
Congratulations again, Dr. Grammer, and congratulations to all of our award winners today, as well as our honorable mentions. I know Dr. Meza brought this up as well, but we have a fantastic and dedicated educators on this campus, and I want to make sure to note the honorable mentions, who are all listed in your program. Let's have one more round of applause for all of our award winners and our honorable mentions. Before we conclude, I'd like to take a moment to thank those who make these awards possible, as well as those who support education at UNMC more broadly. First, my sincere gratitude to Dr. Deli Davies, Interim Chancellor at UNMC, and Dr. Jane Meza, Interim Vice Chancellor of Academic Affairs, for their unwavering support of the Impact in Education Awards and the broader commitment to education. On a personal level, I'd also deeply appreciate their support of the IAE. Thank you both. I would also like to recognize the deans and the directors for their ongoing dedication to education and our educators. Their leadership enables faculty, staff, and learners to fulfill our educational mission every day, and we could not do this work without them. A special thank you once again to Dr. Jerry Varner for his continued support of the Varner Educator Laureate Award and his lifelong dedication to education. I also want to acknowledge the award selection committee members. These awards draw significant interest and receive outstanding applications. Making this decision is incredibly difficult. The volume of talent and dedication among faculty is truly inspiring. Reviewing applications and letters of support is both a privilege and a challenge, requiring great time and diligence. We deeply appreciate the efforts of the review committee. A list of award selection committee members is in the program, and if you're interested in helping out in the future, please reach out to the Academy. We were fortunate to have 3 outstanding organizers for this event: Gabby Jensen, Alexis Zagud, and Liz Hussman. Despite all 3 being new to this event, they did an exceptional job coordinating and planning, and they're already excelling in their roles here at UNMC. A special shout out to Alexis, who only started her position in January, yet managed to skillfully design our beautiful program, presentation, and marketing materials in such a short time. Alexis, your creativity and dedication is truly appreciated. I would also like to extend a sincere thank you to Megan Blusis and Kristen Lester for their invaluable mentorship and guidance throughout the process. Additionally, my gratitude goes to Jeff Robb and the Strategic Communications team for the excellent stories highlighting our impact winners that you may have seen in the UNMC today over the last week or so. To the IAE leadership team, Dr. Annalisa McMillan, Dr. Gianna Wardian, and Dr. Beth Beam, I deeply appreciate your contributions and your support in making this event a success. Finally, thank you all for being here to celebrate the remarkable educators at UNMC. We appreciate you taking the time to join us. As we wrap up, I invite you to enjoy refreshments in the atrium. I also encourage faculty to consider self-nominating for next year's awards or nominating a deserving colleague. It's never too early to start thinking about nominees. Seeing the incredible work happening across our campus is truly inspiring, and we look forward to recognizing even more educators next year. Thank you again, and we'll see you all in the atrium.